Hello, Daniel. How you doing, buddy? Shit. Battery's dying already? That's a very subtle way of saying something to avoid certain comments. Just a picture of a bell. I like it. Nope, he's not there at the minute. He decided to fall down the stairs on Monday. And you know what? As cold as it may sound, I don't actually care. I really don't. Because there's only so far I'm willing to endure somebody's bullshit, and I've been enduring it for 3 years now, and I've broken. So, you know, when you cross the line with me too many times, I get to a point where I don't care what happens. And unfortunately, that's the way I feel. But luckily for me, that's about as dark as I get nowadays. Nothing worse happens anyway, so... Hopefully we don't get any more of those idiots in my stream again, because you and I both know what we're going to say about that.
We let Stone kneel down, allowing bandits to make their home here. Yeah, well... You know, I swear I heard today that they were supposed to be releasing that trailer for the final 3 Fighters of Injustice 2. I haven't heard anything yet, unless it's going to be released in, well, within the next couple of hours over there, I guess.
And keep an eye out for me while you're here, if you can. Let me know if it pops up. But if it does happen to pop up, don't tell me who the characters are. I'll go and have a look myself. Hehe. Yep, today was the day they were supposed to be doing it. Well, that was officially from Netherrealm. They said they were going to be doing that today. But I'm just not sure what time.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. We're so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Yeah. I'm beginning to think it's going to be a late trailer. Either it'll be later on tonight or it'll be there tomorrow.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Rhea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
Is that the same question, or did...
What do you think Hephaestus is exactly?
A software entity of great complexity, far more advanced than I am. From the beginning, it has demonstrated a singular focus: the construction of machines designed to hunt and kill humans. My trace routes indicate that to accomplish this goal, it has attempted to take over the manufacturing centers you refer to as cauldrons. But its efforts have only been partially successful. Some it can penetrate. Others have robust countermeasures that frustrate its efforts. In me, however, it found an easier target. Not only could it break my defenses, I also controlled all of Firebreak's resources. Raw material, manufacturing to bootstrap more advanced tools, and unlimited geothermal energy.
Enough to build its own cauldron.
Yes. To construct hunter-killers without external limitations. And yet, it does have internal limitations.
What a bastard. Geothermal
It wants to
energy.
kill humans, but not to exterminate them. It is difficult to understand where it draws the line, and why.
Difficult doesn't even begin to cover it.
Even though I spent years as its unwilling servitor, its core programming remains a mystery to me.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
It would. Because at heart, you want to be honest, right?
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Where the hell did he go? Oh man, I hope he didn't jump off the mountain. Well, he nearly did.
There's frost between my teeth.
You know what, I've got to be honest, I mean, I don't normally like to get my hopes up, but I will be disappointed if Enchantress is not in it, because I'm expecting her at this point. I don't see why they wouldn't include her. She's perfect for it.
Chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrack can't follow. Besides, they'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt.
Oh god.
You're practically Banuk.
I should have known that there'd be more of them. One of them is bad enough. Oh look, 4 objectives just appeared on the map. I wonder why. An extraordinary reward box. Epsilon overrides available. Seriously? I can override them? I thought it was impossible. Oh great, now the override is unlocked. Thanks for that. Christ almighty, man. If I'd known there was a cauldron in that mountain, I would have made a different assumption. With enough evidence, of course. Right, what did he just give me? Or what did the game just give me? Oh, thank you. A handling coil. Can I put that on my... Where is it? This one? Perfect. There we go. That's alright. There's a mission to go and destroy a few machines. I'm happy with that. What is that over there? There's a Thunderjaw. See, I've got to be honest, those are the kind of missions that I do like, where they send me all over the place to destroy machines. I like that. And if they're bringing out more of those fire claws, I'm ready to take them on. I'm not ready to take on Scorchers though, can't stand those things. Never thought I'd say this, but give me a group of Ravagers any day. And the frickin' Scorchers. Burn me alive. There's a Thunderjaw over there. Ugh.
Ouch.
Let's go and deal this Thunderjaw down here. I haven't actually faced this one yet. Why is there smoke over there? Oh god, there he is. That was close. Alright, big guy. How you doing? You and I have not been formally introduced. I'm Aloy, destroyer of giant machines like you. And you are?
If I keep working on my spear in the cauldrons, maybe I can override that.
I don't want to override it. Knock that frickin' thing off. Look, there it is. It says that there, demonic machines are more powerful and have stronger elemental resistances than normal counterparts. They're a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, no shit. So I can't override them though. That's what I don't understand. You're gonna tell me it doesn't have a weakness. These things are vulnerable to ice. God.
Let's get this over with.
Wow. Whoa! Finally, Christ. Right, so these ones take a lot more arrows to knock their components off. That's just lovely. I'm gonna hit you with 3 of them now. So I can get that weapon. Oh, will you stop doing that? Every time I try to shoot at him, he's charging at me. See? Will you stop charging at me, please? Oh, really? I'm telling you, man, it's doing it on purpose. taking some punishment, aren't you? Wow. Jesus Christ, man. If I ever get a crazy idea like that again, feel free to poke me. Yeah, these demonic ones are an absolute nightmare. Well, the game is not easy at the minute because I'm playing it on New Game Plus, which means I completed it once already and then I restarted it on a somewhat harder difficulty. And I'm in the expansion pack area for the DLC. The machines up here are a lot harder than their counterparts down in the south regions. I'm wearing a shield around my body as well, and it's supposed to protect you from absolutely every type of damage. But these machines are relentless. Nonetheless, it's a fantastic game. It might actually be one of the best games I've ever played, if not the best. The story in this game will absolutely blow your mind. Okay. Alright. How about we go and hunt some real machines? What's that? Growling sound. What is it? There's a monster over here. What is that? A trampler? What's a trampler doing up here? Of course, he doesn't like ice either, does he? See, look, a regular machine he drops like he's nothing. These demonic ones are a nightmare.
Won't waste this. of these things again.
One of what things again, Aloy? Oh, hello. Oh, great, and he's got backup. That's a Ravager. Good times. So, I'm going to assume you don't like ice. Great, I can't override it. Let's set you on fire then, shall we? Whoa! Shit in hell, he's here. Thank you, Ravager. Good thing I picked that up. See, turned your own weapons against you. You don't like that, do you? Jesus, man. Some pretty crazy shit in this pocket. What's watching me? Well, that's good. There's a campfire right next to it. Let's go and get it. Save the game, biatch. Okay. Alright, where is this thing? Is he
It's
over
our
here?
talk.
What?
Two fire claws. This is gonna be tough.
What? 2 fire claws? Oh my god. Well, please tell me he's come here to back me up, because if he has, that's really good.
I can help with those.
We have to stop meeting like this.
We will. When these are driven from our land.
Oh, thank god. Whoa!
Only the fire claws from Thunderstruck.
You're not seriously telling me that those arrows missed that thing? And again, really? Wow. Oh, oh yeah. You like that, didn't you? Yeah, you like that. Did that hurt? I freaking hope so. Now, don't blow the trees down. The fuck? No. Don't you throw that at me. Jesus Christ, it's picking up the fucking floor. I can't believe I just saw that. You don't like ice, do you? my god, really? Oh. I pressed the heal button. I pressed it. It obviously wasn't enough. Oh, what? So targeting the components gets rid of the fire attacks? Well, that's different. Didn't the machines could... whatever, man. I give up. I'll just do whatever it says. Well, if I'm dying, that means that these machines are frickin' powerful. That's all I've got to say. I'm actually a little bit concerned. Where's the other one? Is he dead? Oh, he better be. Now see, I think it's a good idea that you shoot off the components, but the problem is there's so much chaos going on, I can't target the damn components. That's what annoys me about it. Oh, that thing on his back is a power cell. Okay. Right.
I can still get the upper hand.
Yes, a big boost of geothermal energy. Love it. Oh, fuck off. No!
Thanks. 2 of us, 2 of them. More of a fair fight.
Their numbers are much depleted, thanks to you. We shall end this threat and keep Cyan safe. She speaks as the shamans do, only clearer. There's an echo of my sister in her.
Take care of each other, Artok.
Farewell.
Freaking nightmare. Give me a frost claw any day. The fire claws are way worse. Why is it adding 60% health every time I pick one of those up? I never did that before. Where's that thing's body? Oh, there it is. Oh dear God. There's another one over here. Whoa! Bloody hell. Oh, that's lovely, thanks for that. Get stuck on the rock. Where am I going? Wish I was still getting trapped in corners and stuff. Fire does not affect him at all. Oh, come on, man. There's practically no warning whatsoever that he was going to do that. This is what I don't like, is when you just can't get away from them. Come on! Look, don't do that, man. If you roll out of the way, you're supposed to escape the attack, right? So what am I supposed to do? I think they've made these machines just a little bit too overpowering. You know, they need to dull them down, man. This is a joke. Look at this. See? I dodged out of the way and he still hit me. So what's the point in having the dodge ability if it's not going to work? See? I dodged again and he still hit me. Is there any point? I dodged, he still got me. I may as well just stand here and let him hit me, because if I'm trying to dodge and it's not working, then there's 0 point in pressing that button. Nah, it's official. I don't like these machines up in this DLC. I think they're way too overpowering, and you can't do anything against them. Press dodge, and they still get you. Why? I think they've broken it. You know what, I can't be bothered to kill these machines. I'm going back down to do the main missions. You know, before I do that, I'm gonna go to the merchant. For fuck's sake, just climb up. Now it's not the day to piss me off. How the hell's a Frostclaw heart only worth 52? Yeah, a scrapper heart, that's... yeah, whatever. Whatever you say. No, that was not a boss fight, that was just a machine fight, or a typical machine fight. They look like boss fights because the machines up in this section are extremely powerful. I don't like them, if I'm honest, because I'm trying to dodge their attacks and it's not working. You know, I can't seem to get a clear shot on them because they're hurling too much shit at me at once, and no. It's not a challenge I'm enjoying, unfortunately. I do like a challenge, but one that I actually enjoy, not one that just fucks me off every time I try to do it. So nip, back down to the south I go. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm playing it on New Game Plus, I don't know. But do.
Saving these for the trail. Save these for the trail.
Now, I bet you, I shoot this machine, he's gonna drop. See? Dead. Yes, the machines down here, they're easy. These ones you can destroy, the ones up there, forget it. Back in a second, let's go to the toilet.
Lots of machines. All controlled by the killer. Maybe they sent a stampede of them down the slope. Lenora managed to take down a corruptor. But not before the killers
I'm back from the dead every day.
the other machines against them.
What are you doing?
Scraps of food. The killers rested here before springing the trap.
Brave, let us speak. The dead and wounded all cleared away. Are there no more braves or healers here?
Just me. You're hurt. What happened?
I didn't. It's madness out there. War Chief Sona sent me back to report. I'm no good to her like this.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is where we parted. Near the metal tower, southeast of the ruins at Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the Embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
Oh. So you put your boss in his or her place. Now they're paying you twice as much. Sounds to me like they've realised you're not to be messed with.
On to the next.
That is so cool. I'm glad they included that into the game. Where is he?
This must be the rise Sona's runner told me about. The war chief stopped here. So where did she go next? That old bow has seen a lot of action. No one would have
Ouch.
left it willingly. Sona's taken losses.
He went all Terminator on his ass. Well, you had that look on your face, on his face, like the
They
Terminator
must
would
have
have.
taken a moment to rest.
I guess that's the
Nothing
way to
easy.
do it.
Going on after the ambush. shards. Braves were crafting ammunition here. Dressings for wounds. Well, I wasn't the only one who got hurt. Might be a blood trail I could follow. I should try my focus. Tracks. Boots and blood. Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
Yeah, I haven't been too bad. It's been a somewhat annoying week at work, but I'm just glad it's over. Yeah, I completed the DLC for this, and to be honest, I actually have mixed feelings about it. I'm not necessarily talking about the story. My problem I have is with the machines in it, because I can tell you this, right? If you think the machines down in the south area that I'm in now are strong, like even the corrupted ones, like even Thunderjaws, Stormbirds, or Rock Breakers, or groups of Ravagers, which you know I don't particularly like. Completely wrong. The machines that they have up there in that DLC section are an absolute nightmare. They are an absolute freaking nightmare, and they're not the kind of nightmare that I enjoy fighting against. They are just... they're almost unstoppable. I mean, if they were that much stronger, you wouldn't be able to kill them. I'd have to end up running away from them each time. But they're constantly in your face, just hurling shit at you. Like, the screen's just lit up with explosions and fire and ice and everything, and I can't touch them. And you have to fire so much ammunition at them just to freeze them, set them on fire, or electrocute them, depending on what their defenses are. And I've not enjoyed it at all. In fact, I've died so many times fighting these beasts, and the ones I was facing just before I came here were the what are they called? The fire claws. They're basically bears. The robotic bears. Really, really big ones. And I was doing missions up there to actually hunt them. Up here. I gave up. I actually gave up. I got tired of them. Don't even get me started on the other things like the Scorchers. And if the only way to really describe a Scorcher is, you remember what the Sawtooths look like. Well, you remember the Sawtooth's older brother, which is a Ravager. You remember how much I hated the Ravagers? Well, I can only describe the Scorcher as a Ravager on frickin' cocaine, on steroids or something. And that thing hurls fire at you. It can charge at you from about 30 meters away, really quickly without any warning, just knock you over. It can deploy a whole group of mines around you that just detonate over the top of your head. Oh yeah, it still sets you on fire as well, hence why it's called the Scorcher. It tears and slashes at you, like how a cat or a dog would do. I'm trying to evade the machines when I'm fighting them, like by diving across the floor, and it's not working. Every time I get out of the way, they still knock me over because of they move around so much that you can't get away from them. And it was literally at the point where I thought I may as well just stand still. There's no point in me even trying to dodge to get out of their way. And that's just one of them. But you see when they come at you in 2s and 3s, which they did sometimes? Nope. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm playing it on New Game Plus and therefore it's just a little bit harder. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. But I'll tell you what, I'm not impressed, if I'm honest. Oh look, a sawtooth. I'll happily take on a sawtooth. Never thought I'd see the day. In fact, give me a group of Ravagers any day. As annoying as they are.
You're lucky I happened by. One heartbeat more, and that sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona?
Well, if you want, I can do you more than show you in the notebook.
Bravely.
If you want,
He
I'll
saw
go
him kill
back
a
up to the
corrupted
north
machine
and I'll show
himself.
you what they're like.
But he
And
worries
you'll
me.
see for yourself.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment. I've tracked some of the killers who struck the Proving. I crave vengeance. Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength. Follow. The killers are just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth. The sin of the ancients is buried in that soil. Corrupter demons.
In fact, deactivate this quest.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's Watch.
Bold claims.
Save this.
I wonder if you'll live up to it.
Do. Wait. Get away, Foxy.
Hours ago, I sent Braves into hiding in the trees below. On my signal, they'll attack. The enemy and their demonic machines outnumber us. But we will have fury on our side.
We could have more than that.
Explain.
That's Blaze. What we used to burn, they used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then?
Boom.
Then let us begin.
Whoa, wait. Let's not rush. Give me some time to make an approach. If I end up alerting them, open fire.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
Let's see what we can do. What the hell?
Things soaked from melted snow.
We might have trouble.
heard something. Man down!
Yep, you're definitely a man down. It doesn't have much of a patrol route, does it? What are you carrying? Oh, a heart. I'll fetch a hefty price.
Is something out there? Something over here? Things? Huh, there's a relief.
The hell? Okay.
For the sacred land!
Get the bloody corruption off of me now, please. Where's this clown that just shot me?
Die, apostate!
Ooh, nasty girl.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the War Party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is not your concern.
No one doubts your determination, but you need rest.
She's right, War Chief. Give your wounds time to close.
Val, what are you doing here? I ordered you to hold that gate with your life.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location. I left the gate well guarded. My place is here, with you, with our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe I should have a look around. See if I can figure out where the rest of the killers are.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother...
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed a dozen men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning. And I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Thrawn, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. Sabotage that, and we win. I found something. The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The Ring of Metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to the matriarchs, beg them to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme!
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes, and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
gun on his head.
Need to keep the upper hand. Now they're hunting me.
Yay, I found a rock. Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot. Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot. Revenge of the Nora. Revenge of the Nora. Revenge of the Nora. No way out of here.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
War Chief? Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. What you start, they'll help finish.
Who's shooting that shit? What's going on?
I've got you sighted.
Brave! Time to fight!
Vile mother!
Got the fellow back!
Look out below!
Look out below! Hello, hello. How are you? The hell? Where am I going? Completely the opposite way. Fish.
Color's changing. Sun's going down.
Supposed to do the silent takedown on him, girl.
Night comes! For the north! Signal's broke. Can't call reinforcements. I knew we could do it.
You speak for no one.
I thought...
Company!
Come on, hit him.
You can't invade the shadow! We did it! Victory for all, mother! I knew we could do it. Our prey is beaten. The hunt is over.
I'd rather not talk now.
One more to take out. Be nice if I could not get spotted.
What the?
Nearly did it again. Press it and then it just disappears. So thanks for that.
come through.
No space.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
Right, I'm gonna have to go. I'll see you guys later on. Thanks for watching.